Hello, welcome into another episode of Sword Feet Adventurers. Where we left off, our party is just getting ready to enter combat. So, everyone, roll initiative.
Oh, nice.
22 was not a good roll.
22 as well.
What's your dex?
17.
18.
Okay, so you go before me.
Yep.
So, here. So, what everyone roll?
22.
22, but she goes before
God
me.
dang it.
22 is also?
Oh, he's got 22 as well.
What's your dex?
What's your dex?
I got a +3.
I got +3 as well, but I got 17.
I got a 16. So, you go first.
Okay, so it...
Before me.
Boom, boom, boom.
Balsa. Then it goes to Sora.
And then it goes to Okri.
Okri. And then who has, we're going down, who has 21? 20. 20 to 15. 15 to 10. Right, what'd you have?
11.
15 to 10?
I have 11.
Where's our dex?
My dex is 4.
Okay, let's roll.
Another tie.
Deborah, stop copying me. 11. 16.
Oh, see? That's where Deborah gets high rolls.
I know,
It's not
right?
needed.
I don't want it.
And what'd you get?
8.
Alright. So, Hiri, and then Bell. Then we have, last one, we have Saoirse. And the bad guy had a 2.
I'll take that.
Question about the map really quick.
Mhm.
Last episode you described that it crawled out. What did it crawl out of? Or is that out of
It
the
crawled
map?
out of the pile of bodies. As you can see, there is green X's on this map. Those
Okay.
are all representing bodies. It crawled out and then made a dash for the Gab and Gob when they ran for the entrance.
Where's the door that they pointed out to us?
Behind
Right behind it.
Okay, the one that they wanted us to go through, though?
Yes.
Okay.
As you do see, it is too small for the bloated undead to go through.
Wonderful.
And the walls are, ceiling is as I said, 30 feet high. There are walls you can kind of climb up to where there is a waterfall going down. You can climb up there, but unless you have climbing speed, it's going to be difficult. There's the water. So you get that difficult terrain on the water, and the only path you can take is over those rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You go over that, you're not hindered by the water. There are some rocks you can hide behind. Other than that, so for both of them is actually Shaw rolled higher than you.
Okay.
Nice.
So, and with that, Shaw has pulled out a weapon that looks quite mysterious to most of you, except probably, unless you want to roll for it, but Okri would know what it is. If you want to roll for it, see Shaw reach into a bag and pull out this one-handed weapon.
I'm gonna roll. History or what are we rolling?
You can roll arcane, or I'm gonna say arcane or history.
Ebulsa's too busy trembling.
Okay.
Listen, she's never dealt with anything like this before.
Shaw rolled 20.
Nice. That's good. That's our side.
Way to take the lead.
18. 15.
18.
Yeah.
So 18. You have heard of these weapons. You've heard of them kind of, they make a really loud noise, and you hear the College of Engineering has made them, and they use some sort of black powder to fire projectiles out of them.
Okay.
They're called nugs.
Anyone who else rolled for it?
I rolled a 15.
But you've heard of these contraptions that they're from the College of Engineering, and they're supposed to be getting a pretty price to in Freehaven. So, okay, you would know what these things are.
It's a nug.
Except you see this one has looks like a larger barrel than the ones you're accustomed to.
Okay. If I roll history, would I might have a hunch it could be something like a blunderbuss or something?
Yeah, hunch it.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 7. So 20.
This one looks
Three.
like it's been modified. A blunderbuss to fire a exploding round.
Okay.
So, after seeing this, the large barrel of it. So, and so you see Shaw move up, and with he's rolled a 20. Shaw does speed. Where did Shaw go? Where's that? Oh,
That's me.
wait, that's you. Where's the head? Where's
I
the
thought
head?
you said that
You took
changed-
Shaw off.
No,
Yeah.
Shaw was. Oh no, Shaw was supposed to be on it.
Get on the map, Shaw.
Shaw kind of moves to the side. Let's see here. Shaw moves forward towards the stream. You see Shaw move forward. And it kind of moves a little more kind of into the water a little bit. Takes aim and pulls a trigger. And a very loud sound fills this cavern. So boom! And you see from this one shot that it goes and it does hit this undead. And let me roll to see what the damage was again for this particular weapon. So it goes and shoots, hits, does 2. Okay. And with that, just goes and shoots a large projectile, just goes out and just goes boom, when it impacts this undead. It just kind of leaves a explosion happens, and a little chunk is out of this undead as well. Doesn't seem to really phase it though, as undead just kind of looks at the wound, just kind of looks back. And here Shaw calls out, It's some sort of spirit. I don't know which form, but it is mystical. There's more to this undead. You see just quickly as looks like Shaw reaching the bag, and then is Epulse's turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast mirror image on myself. Mark down. So suddenly there's 3 copies kind of like feeding in and around. Well, they're around me. They kind of shift and move. And so it's hard to tell which one's the real me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move towards one of the walls. Hopefully keep that rock in between me and that giant monster. Then I'm using Bardic Inspiration on Okri.
What do you say?
Kill the thing, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it!
Okay. You don't have to tell me twice.
Alright. Next is Sora.
You see Sora starts making chants. And when he's chanting, he says, "For my people, for my God." Oh, sorry. "For my people, for my God, for everything I stand for, I shall slay you." As he's raging, you see kind of like a golden spirit of a dragon head pop right above his shoulder.
Okay.
And he pulls out 2 hand axes. He starts making his way.
So everyone else you saw the 2 figures start getting a chant, and kind of golden silhouette of a dragon appear behind him. As he rushes forward towards the stream.
8. Okay. And I will throw, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I can make it. I will be making this attack with disadvantage because it's out of my reach for the hand axes, but for 20. So,
Okay.
but I have a hand axe master, so if one of them misses, I'd still do damage if the higher one still makes it. So, all right. That's probably. All right, my my lowest was a 11. Does that hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay, but my second high, the other one was a 19. Would a 19 hit?
That does hit.
All right, so it automatically takes 3 bludgeoning damage.
All right, 3.
All right, and second attack.
All right.
19. Does that hit?
19 does hit.
Okay. All right. So it would be 8d6 plus 3. And I'm raging, so that's plus 3.
6 plus 2, right?
I'm raging as well.
Oh, no, I'm saying 6 plus 2, right?
Yes, it's so it's 6. So it'd be 4 plus 3 plus 2. So he takes 9 slashing damage.
Alright.
Alright.
Not only 9?
Yeah.
Because you have your strength modifier. What's your strength?
Yeah. It was already plus 3, then it was plus 2 for the rage, and then I rolled 4 for the damage.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
12. Or 12 total. Alright.
And that's just that'll be my turn.
Okay. So you're just throwing the actions.
Yeah. Just rushing and throwing my axes, just getting ready to pull out my big sword so I can go fight it.
You're running forward. You just see you just run forward. You pull out these hand axes off your waist and you just throw them with all your might. And it looks like one kind of veers off and just kind of dings it on the shoulder. Just kind of digs out a chunk of the flesh. The other one sticks right into it. Hits around the mark. It just doesn't even notice the axe protruding from it.
All right.
It just gets sucked up all into the flesh. Just goes into massive like blubber.
Okay.
Suppose it's my turn now.
And now it is Oakley's turn.
Okay, I'm actually going to switch up my miniature because that one keeps falling down.
No, we don't.
He wants to be close to the earth.
There's a dwarf.
Even closer than he already is.
No, he's tall. He's tall for a dwarf. He's very proud of it.
Yeah, the dwarf's just supposed to be short. The shorter you are, the
He's
closer to
tall.
the earth you are.
Which is why he has to lay down. Because there are
Exactly.
dwarves shorter than he.
Oh, just something also. Just keep in mind, since actually it didn't hit. So never mind.
That'll do. Goes everything against what he stands for, being a miniature of a goblin.
But it's sturdy. And it stands. So he's really standing for himself now.
Just to let you know, since I attacked him on my turn while I'm raging, he has a disadvantage on anyone except for me.
Okay.
Dang it, you beat me to it. I was going to do goading attack.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. If that is the case, he's going to dash as an action, and there's really not much else he can do for setup. Yeah, that's his turn.
So his dwarf just rushed right past you. Sword just his shield is ready.
Yelling out in Dwarven war chants and slogans, I guess.
Okay.
War cries.
Then is Nahiri.
Hey, so first I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. That'd be important. And then I am going to move. I'm going to move behind this rock.
Everyone seems to hug that rock.
I
Make
love that
friends
rock.
with the rock. And then I'm going to stealth.
Okay. So as you all see, this tiefling with wings just rush towards this rock and go hide behind it and get ready.
Let's see. That would be a 19.
19? Okay.
And then I'm going to use my last bonus action to ready an action.
Right, what's the action you ready?
I guess one, if the creature attacks Okri, I'm going to shoot him with an arrow.
You shoot what you're gonna. If he does what? Steps past the rock and you shoot with an arrow.
If he attacks me.
Oh, okay. So it goes toward Okri.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
And with that is now. So you guys all see. Those who can see, Nahiri went and hit by a rock back to it and has a arrow notched in the bow, getting ready to shoot. And it's Belrothian.
Okay. First, he's gonna take out the sword his mother gave him, and then he'll activate Blade Song.
Your bardic inspiration.
Oh.
I forgot to give you D8.
Right, okay, thank you.
And then he's going to. That's about all he can do, is to move up to here. And then he'll use his action to cast Melf's Minute Meteors. He stabs the sword towards the ground, and then 6 tiny meteors surround him.
Alright.
And then he's going to. Then he's going to shoot 2 of them at. Within 5 feet in front of the thing. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
To beat 16.
He's base 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It beats it.
Okay, it takes half damage. So that's 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage. So you,
Yeah, that's
so you move up forward. You say you enchanted you did the spell thing.
Blade Song was first.
So Bloodsong, you would all see Belrothian walk up and seem to cast enchantment on the sword, and it seems that aura appears around him. And as that, such you see another like spell kind of doesn't move in. There's 3 glint orbs surrounding Bell, and one launches off and shoots at this undead. She kind of just hits the undead, kind of bounces off. Just looks like these little small burn. That's bloated body. And that is now Saoirse.
So I'm going to move up a little bit, and I'm going to cast Entangle.
Alright.
What does that do? It has to make a
Is that a strength or dex?
strength check against my spell save, which is 16.
Does it say strength check?
That's what it said.
So strength check, huh?
Oh, strength saving throw. Okay, there's a difference between.
Wait, what?
Strength
Okay,
saving throw.
a creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. Creature restrained by the plan chooses its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. So that's after.
Yeah.
So
what's your
First one's a saving throw. Second one, if they're restrained and trying to get out of that, that's a strength check.
what's your DC?
16.
And it beats it. So you go forward. You just summon. It looks like binds kind of wrap up and just rips through them. Just like shrugs it off.
Okay.
Just rips
Well,
through these
I tried.
binds. All right. Then is Spirit's turn.
Oh,
You see it as it starts mouth moving and just quivering. You see it. So there's drool coming down. There's just the smell of it just fills your nose. Just the fresh decay. And with that, it starts moving. And it moves 0. It is going to.
how smart is it to do that?
I'm looking at it. It's probably going to attack you at first. It's going to rush you since you charge past everyone else, and it's going to attack you. So it was going to see if it could get both hands on both of you, because in its greedy nature, but it's easier as you're the closest one.
Okay.
Just goes as really this large figure just move toward you, just massive
So when it tries to
wall
do
of
that,
flesh.
Nahiri,
And your reaction?
Yes. I get to shoot him.
do you have sharpshooter?
No. I did not take that one.
So-
What type of cover does this monster have because of the rock?
Whatever. It's huge. It's a large base. I'm just saying, when you reach out, you can see clearly.
Cool.
It's a big target. So,
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool. So, I'm stealth. Do I get sneak attack with that?
Yes, you still need attack.
Okay.
You have advantage though
If you
because
sneak attack, you stealth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you have advantage.
Cool. Ah, crap.
And roll again.
Let's try my other dice. Actually, where did my other one go? Did someone? Oh, it's still on there. I have to check it out. Okay, so that is an 18 plus my what?
Plus your dex and proficiency. Usually a 3. And what's your dex?
Dex is 7.
Oh. So, okay,
So,
so yeah, you hit.
28. Okay.
Or not 28, yeah.
That's an 18. You said
23.
3
Yeah,
plus
23.
23.
How's your,
My dex is 7.
that's your dex save. What's your dex?
Oh. Plus 4.
Okay, so yeah, just be a 7.
where that belonged to.
Okay.
Just 7. So yeah, you still hit though.
Okay, cool. And I feel bad. What do I do next?
You roll a d6 plus your dex. So roll a
D6.
d6 for the bow.
Don't you get sneak attack with that?
You do
Yes.
Yep. So how many dice is your sneak attack?
Sneak attack.
3d6 I think
So 4d6.
in total because of your bow. So it
So
should be under your
4?
attack.
Yeah, roll 46.
46.
There's a little dice right there.
Oh. So 4 of these.
Yep, 4d6 plus your dex of 3 at the end. Add 3 to whatever you roll.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Dang.
So 12.
18.
18.
21.
Nice.
21 damage. Nice.
Burst damage is a nice thing.
Wait, did you add this right at the end?
36.
Yeah, great at it.
Oh, okay.
But you go and you just shoot,
every
and
time. Yeah.
It's always on
you're seeing rush towards rushing towards Oakrey. Pop out from behind this boulder, just let go arrow, and from Oakrey's vision, you just see an arrow just go, and it seems to just go through layers of just fat and white flesh, just goes through one side and out the other.
Missionary gags.
I have a scented handkerchief over my face.
Yeah, me too.
And it attacks you,
It has disadvantage.
Oakrey. All right, it has a disadvantage. So
Armor class is 24. Is it capable of hitting?
all right, first one misses. So he goes and tries to grab you, just its fat finger just trying to grab you, just you're trying to cling it away with your weapon. He goes and swings his other massive arm at you.
You know, try to knock
Other
that
message
aside
arm.
too.
So, all right, and what's your RIZ?
24.
Hits just exactly.
Nice.
So as you goes, you kind of cling off his fingers. It just looks at his fingers from you cramped, and like looks like they're kind of bleeding a little bit. Just brings this massive over him, just fat arm, just and slams it down on you.
All right, I'm gonna use my reaction to bring my spirits to protect him. So whatever damage it is reduced by 2d6.
Oh, holy shit.
That's pretty good. I hold it. So
4 damage reduced.
Alright,
Yeah.
hold it.
What is that ability called? The one where it's causing disadvantage on attacks for me? For your class?
That is called Ancestral Protection.
Can I see that?
So what? How much damage did you
As
take
long as
away?
I hit.
How much damage did you take away?
4 damage.
4.
So you go and you take 8 damage. It just goes, he slams you down. Just, you feel all the damage is basically just hit you really hard, slams you down to kind of almost to the ground. You just get back up.
Okay.
And you feel after you push it off, it looks like it's coming in for a bite.
Okay.
King really goes, ooh. All right. As you it goes and hits you, as you come back up, it just brings down and just clamps down on one of your arms and squeezes down. Started kind of denting the armor. Its mouth.
Jeez.
And okay. Oh, and with that, so I think you took 8 damage before.
Yep.
You take another 15 damage. She goes and
15?
Yep.
Okay.
and that just has one of your arm just in his mouth, and as it kind of chews, it feels like getting any flesh, and you just feel the crushingness on your arm, and it lets go, and it just keeps staring at you. It's massive flesh.
Oh. Apparently there's something else. And when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
So that's what?
You take 4
damage.
and then you take 8.
Okay, so plus 4 plus 8. Aha.
I forgot
Oh.
about him.
Add another 1 to that one. Sorry, I forgot to add a strength. Strength to the attack. So I guess it's a good thing. It would have been 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Right, and then it goes up next top, and Shaw. Shaw is going to do a. Yeah, look at you. And after staring at you, see Shaw reaches in to mess with it. It looks like it's reloading their weapons. Looks like they're pulling a what you would see be a kind of circular object and just jamming it in here and kind of put some powder in there and jams that in there. And it's getting ready, and then after staring at it, it's definitely some sort of spirit. Keep your wits about you. I think it has some magical abilities. Or that looks like it's getting ready for you to pretty much at the next chance to shoot.
Okay.
So, and with that, it'll be Boss's turn.
Okay, let's see. Are we doing the rule where I can do a first level spell and a cantrip?
Okay.
No, that's special. That's Eldritch Warrior. So, unless the spell is a bonus action.
No, that's the regular. If it's beyond that.
Oh, okay.
So it also depends on like rules for bonus action and other stuff.
Okay.
What are you doing?
From the spells you're trying to shoot. What are you going to do?
Oh, never mind. I don't have any. I don't have the bonus action spells.
Okay, so if you have a bonus action spell, you can use a cantrip as your action, but
Okay.
or a bonus action cantrip, other way around.
The only thing about the rules for the basic is it has to be a bonus action for a regular casting spell. And then you can't cast another spell during the same turn except for a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what we were just saying.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Okay, so she's gonna move 35 feet over to here. Okay, and then she's going to use her dagger to prick her finger. And with the drop of blood that is drawn, she's going to cast Bane on the monster. And it needs to make a charisma saving throw. It's got to be to 17.
alright, let's see here. Charisma?
Yep.
Alright, and charisma. It does not make it.
Okay, so let's see.
What would happen if it fails?
Whenever the target fails a saving throw, makes an attack roll, or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw. And it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
It's like Bless, except for...
The opposite.
You see as you go, I guess you fly over.
No,
Or
she's
did
on
you go
foot.
around?
She,
Oh, you-
yeah.
You went around this rock and you pull out your dagger. You prick your finger and a blood drop. So you just feel the energy surge. So you surge to shoot your spell off or your hex at it. And you see the hex just go and it bounces, kind of bounces off and just tumbles.
What?
And it seems as it passed.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna fly up, go behind. I can hear you.
Alright.
And she's gonna use bonus action, bardic inspiration, and she whispers to Nahiri, "I'm pretty sure that thing's immune to magic."
I feel so inspired.
Hey, it's a good heads up so you don't waste spells on it.
Bad news for a wizard.
So you see just you hear the flying and you hear from your form and you hear you land behind you. I think it's immune to magic. She just pat you on the back.
No.
You do that, or just doesn't say?
She sounds fearful.
Oh, okay. So did you hear that first? The flying behind you. You got this. Unless you're staring right at her, go back to the rock.
Probably back to the rock still.
Okay, just flies in front of you and lets you know what her opinion on fearful tone. But that is now Sora's turn.
All right. I'm going to go right behind it. I have
Can you make it past
40 movement.
Can you make it past Doug in free strike?
Well, I'm going
You're not
around.
moving out of it.
I'm not moving out of it, though. I'm in its range.
Doesn't move out of the
Okay,
zone,
okay,
right?
sorry.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So I'm behind it, so now I have advantage. I pull out my great axes.
All right.
All right, first one. Vengeance. I think I have advantage. Does a 17 hit?
Miss.
Dang. All right, so first attack miss. My God. Highest was 11.
And miss, when you bring your axes down, they just kind of just go into this beast and just they don't seem to phase it at all and just like pull it out as if nothing is here. Like kind of like boot in a mud just comes out. No blood or nothing.
Mm.
No flesh falls out. It kind of just looks like the
Goo.
just doesn't do anything. Yeah, just nothing. No goo. Nothing just comes out.
Yeah.
Just superficial.
That has to be my turn then.
All right. And Okri, you just saw him attack, and just from there you see them pull his axes back, and you see like a look of surprise on Sora's face.
Okay. Flanking's in effect, so advantage. 72. Okay. I'm gonna roll a hit. Come on. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Okay,
23
cool.
does it.
And I'm also gonna do a goading attack.
Oh, okay.
This one has to make a wisdom saving throw. Let me do damage first. God dang. Out of a possible max of 22 damage, I only do 9 damage. And then goading attack. When you hit a creature with weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, which at this point is a D8 or D10. I'll have to look into that.
You've also got bardic.
Yes. They have to make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save. The target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you until the end of your next turn.
Passes.
DC 16 wisdom.
Yeah, it passes.
God dang.
It rolled a 25.
What the fuck?
The
Okay.
initiative roll was really not telling of how it was gonna go.
It was worth a shot. Okay. Next one, I guess. Oh, right. Let me look at the superiority die really quick. It is a D8. Yes. Okay.
How much damage you do?
9 plus 2.
All right.
And that is considered magical damage
Oh, okay.
from my +1 sword. Then
Right.
I'm going to attack again, but I'm going to. I guess that's all I can do for that part. I'll just do a regular attack, and so I have advantage. I'll roll this way. Does a 17 hit?
Nope, 17 does not hit.
Does a 27 hit?
Yes, a 27.
Okay.
I'd hope it hit.
All right. Okay. Damage is hey, that's better. 16 damage.
All right. Is that just playing that?
And then
Nothing
is it
going on?
holding anything?
It is not holding anything.
Can't do any disarming.
You could chop his arms off.
I'll try another goading attack.
Okay.
So wisdom save DC 16.
It fails.
Yes, and it takes 4 more damage.
4 more damage. All right.
Yep. So that happens, and then bonus action. I'm going to use Shield Master, shoving attack, athletic contesting, shove, I guess, and I'm going to try to force it down. You said this creature is large?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It is right in the range. I can do that then. So, rolling athletics. If it doesn't have athletics, I guess just roll strength. Wouldn't be a saving throw, though.
Okay.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on that. Okay. It's a 17 plus 5.
23.
It passes.
I kind of figured.
You also have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
That's his turn. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Action Surge.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's more.
Goading attack. Weapon. Okay. This will attack 2 times. And since I have advantage, first one's a 28. That hits. Damage is 10. Let's, I guess, try just in case it's a crit. Nope. Okay. Second attack. That's a critical hit.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. 19 damage.
It's a nice chunk of damage.
Mm-hmm. And that's his turn.
All right.
Possibly. Hang on.
All right, as you see this mad dwarf just going smack it in the head to make it like, just stand up. Doesn't really do a whole bunch of damage. Does another attack just slashing into its body, just pretty deep in there. And then just another attack, cuts it, another swat, and then his last swing just goes all the way as it cuts across. You see just slight guts kind of form out and start dragging on the ground as it just keeps walking around. This is a really putrid smell just fills the entire cavern. You thought it was already worse. It's twice as bad now.
One more thing. Possibly. Want to know, because I don't play fighters too often, but the action surge, does that grant you another bonus action?
No, just
No.
just
Okay,
action.
cool. Gotcha. And that is his turn.
And then it is now Nahiri. It's your turn. As this stench kind of just overlaps the rock and kind of approaches you.
She's like trying not to gag right now, as she has her bow ready still.
And
Okay.
your mask is useless.
Obviously.
Is mine still good?
No, it's now pretty much like there's nothing there.
Damn it.
At least I have something that might catch my barf.
A beard?
My beard and my scarf.
Oh,
Nice and contained.
Oh, you guys are making me nauseous. Oh,
All right.
Dibs on
So-
the chunky parts.
no.
What are you doing, Nahiri?
No.
You're behind this rock and you just hear this
Yes.
battle, this constant sound of just flesh being cut. And
As I said, she's trying really hard not to throw up right now. She's trying to keep a brave face right now.
You'd hear Oak Creek yell out, "You're not even as ugly as my mother! You think you scare me!"
Yeah. Okay, so since he is engaged with my party members, that means I still have sneak attack, correct?
In 5
There's-
feet, yeah.
you didn't stealth after you shot, though. So, are you gonna stealth?
Hmm?
As a bonus action and then shoot?
Yeah, that'd be the best, of course. Because I ain't
Okay.
moving. Okay, so I'm going to stealth. So that is a 29. And then I'm going to shoot him. +10 Dex.
Should be a +7 for you total, right?
Yep, +7. So
+7. Yeah. So that would be 17.
you miss.
Miss. Okay.
You have
And I
advantage
can
on it.
use
You have advantage on it.
advantage. Oh,
Yep.
so I can go again. Because that's with Bardic Inspiration. Is that right?
You have
No.
bark, but you also have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Reroll.
So you can do that if you want to also.
Yeah.
Okay. And if this doesn't work, if I don't hit with this one, I'm going to use my lucky point as well.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Dice thrower.
This is.
Okay, so I can do it one more time. So I'm spending a luck
Are you
point.
gonna use bardic inspiration for this one back?
No, I'm gonna use luck, and then if that fails, then I'll use Bardic.
No, it's an
No,
additional
you have
thing.
to, yeah, it's additional thing. You
You
have
can,
to add
you
it
can
in
add it to
on
the
the initial
damage,
cast.
though.
Oh, adds damage. I'm just
Okay.
trying to-
You can do either, I believe.
Bard. I'm not sure
So
about
how
it.
does Bard?
If you roll your d8 with the bardic inspiration, you add that to your roll, but you have to decide if you're adding to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so if
okay.
you're willing to hit, you go, I want to add it now, or if I want to damage, then you
Oh,
add it.
okay. I'm gonna add it now since I'm rolling crappy.
Okay, so roll the d20, or roll the bardic first.
Bardic first.
Is that effective
Right.
before?
So
or after?
5.
That's bardic.
It has,
And you're
it
lucky.
has to be before, I believe.
And you have 7, right?
Yeah.
7, 5. You hit.
Nice.
Okay.
I need my dice.
Yes. There you go. And
So you hit, so 4d6. 4d6 plus your 3.
a 3.
Oh, no, plus
No.
you just add 3 to whatever you roll.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So 6 plus 3 plus 2,
15.
15.
Oh, 15. You pull your bow up to get a shot. You're flailing around. You kind of unsure yourself. Then you go and pull it back and release, and just goes through another slab of like fat and organ. Just goes back into. This time it doesn't go all the way through. It just bites in there deep. And then 15. All right. Then it is now Belle's turn. Belle Rothian.
Okay, and then for my bonus action, that's a large creature, correct?
Yes.
So I can make it like hit the ground, and then the 5 feet would only be for the creature.
You asking if you can go up to it?
No, I mean for the Melf's minute meteors.
Yeah.
It's a 5-foot thing, so I can like hit it here, so it only hits the
Yeah.
enemy. Okay, then I'll expend 2 of the meteors. It needs to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That fails.
Cool. Then it gets full damage. That's 11, 13, 15 fire damage. And then he's gonna... 40. He's gonna run up. And then use his action to attack with the sword.
Okay.
And I'll use inspiration if it misses.
All right.
That'll be like 27 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That's 10 points of slashing damage and then extra attack. The second swing.
All right.
That's 25
That hits.
to hit. And that's 11 slashing damage
So
on
you
the
said
second
10 and 20 and 11. So 21.
hit. Sure. I'm telling you these. I'm not keeping it in my head.
I think the first one was 10 and 11, right?
We'll just go with that.
Okay. You just go and you see just refer Belroth and just goes and casts both these flaming orbs just go together and just kind of hit an area and just burst into flames. It kind of burns this creature. You would actually kind of moan in agony. What you're guessing is a moan. And you see right behind the explosion, Belrothian just jumps in there and does several slashes to this creature, and it slashes. Looks like part of a dead rat just falls out of his belly, hits the ground. This creature's kind of looking. It's pretty banged. It's all burnt and cut up. Still standing though. There's no real sign you see of going down. And it's Circe's turn.
Okay, so from where I'm standing, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Okri.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I mean,
You would tell my characters not to bang up or anything. He's laughing in the face of his enemy. We'll say that.
I don't care. You look like you took a pretty
Bonk on the head.
bonk in the hit, a chomp on the arm, so I'm like...
Okay.
So I would use this. It says...
Your spellcasting ability?
Which is 20.
Oh, no. Spellcasting ability is wisdom.
Wisdom plus your proficiency.
So your modifier.
Okay, so 6 plus 8. You heal 8 HP.
Easy. There you go.
8 HP?
Yes.
Okay.
And, Saoirse reaches out and you heal up. Feel a healing kind of aura around you. Since you're kind of you're kind of like you busted head. Kind of seems like you're healing. Head to head doesn't hurt from the big huge slam you took. You just feel a little better than you did. With that, the creature just the noses is just eyes just jutting forward, and you guys all see because the creature the spirit's form disappears.
It's what?
It disappears.
Oh, okay. As in, it's invisible? Can I still hear it?
You cannot hear it.
Interesting.
And big mass reappear, or
Is it like
big mass.
almost out of existence or what?
Is it like
It disappeared out of existence, you guys, when you're
Okay.
surrounding it. And no, it wouldn't do that. It's not that smart. It reappears behind your gladiator buddy, or behind your the new member Sora. Just to define his tall frame, you Belthian and Oku, you both still see it towering over him. Just raises his hands in retaliation. And
goading attack?
How do you feel about that,
It
Sora?
does. Well, you help me,
Yeah.
and I help him. He has
So-
disadvantage on all attacks.
does it? Oh. How
Goading
long does that
attack.
last? How long does that
Until
last?
the end of my next turn.
I have a 17 AC.
Okay. Alright, first second as it goes swings and like look out here, Oakley just like shout out or like behind you, and you just duck and just you feel a air pressure just it's something massive just moves right underneath you as you ducked right over you. And another arm's coming down as you're kind of turning around a little bit. And this one, as you turn around, it just almost knocks you off your feet. And you take.
What type of damage is it?
It is. It is.
Bludgeoning?
I'm gonna say bludgeoning damage.
So I take half.
Yep. And you take 7.
So
7 damage. 7 damage.
Is that halved? Okay.
You take 7 damage. Wait, no. You take 9.
okay.
Take 9 damage. It smacks you, almost knocks you off your feet as you almost tumble backwards just from the mere mass of it. And then you just see it coming toward you, just extended maw open to try to take a latch onto you.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes and like, takes a latch, and you bring your axes up, just block it, kind of biting it on both your axes, mouth extended over as you're holding it upward. But it just mouth is just spittle and drool and pieces of the dead rats that just ate just falling out,
Nice.
just kind of falling on you. Then we go to Shaw. Top of the round to Shaw. And to Shaw, walk up. Just trying to get a shot. Kind of goes in here one of the boulders and takes aim. Just boom! We hear another loud just boom. In this kind of smaller cavern. To shoot. And they definitely hit. Just boom. Hits over by when you're holding on. It hits into the neck. And from what you would see, there's a large explosion. You just see flesh bits fly off. And from there, you just see Shaw go and kind of reach back in the bag and look like getting ready to reload. And Then we go to Eat Bossa.
Okay, so she creeps out from behind this rock. And she's going to cast Shatter on this point here. So it'll hit the monster, but not that guy. Whoever, no, that's Sora. Okay, so it won't hit Sora.
Okay.
And your monster needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
DC 17.
Oh, jeez. 17. Oh, pass it.
Yeah, I figured it would, but still.
As you. So it passes it with flying colors.
It takes 5 damage or 5 thunder damage.
All right, thunder damage.
And yeah.
All right. So as you go and send shatter, look like a force goes and super loud noise, kind of deafening to everyone around it. It's a wave of sound just hits this creature, just kind of tears in the back of the flesh.
And she's going to creep back behind this rock.
So you literally just see a ball, so cast spell and go
She
back
literally
behind.
leans out from behind the rock, shoots it off.
And then it is Sora's turn.
All right. I turn
Trying to
around.
take a chunk out of you.
I turn around, just like kind of move my axes around, and I'm gonna use a reckless attack,
Oh, okay.
so I give myself advantage. Please hit. Well, they both. Okay, so 20 not nat and 23.
They both hit.
Okay, so with both those, the target is prone now.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
As you bring your weapon around, as you push it off of you, just with acid effort, you push it back. You bring your axe around and you just chop deep in its knee and just all the way through its leg and almost to the leg and just kind of crumples to the ground.
All right, and that first attack, he takes 16, and this is one of my magical great axes, so it's magical damage.
Okay.
Second attack. It's already prone, but since I already did. Oh, I wish I was. All right.
It's close.
27 hit.
It hits. It's prone.
I know. Oh, same damage. 16. Another 16. Magical.
As you just bring this other axe down, just you hear a cracking as you pierce it right in the chest. You hear cracking of like these, or like you're guessing with rib cages, and as you hit, you kind of see the force ripple and more just this last meal kind of fall out through the spilled intestines and chunks missing off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just beating away, and then it is Oakley's turn.
Just fair warning, if it does attack, it has disadvantage on it,
Okay.
except for me.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna storm up to beside you, and it's prone, so I have advantage. Oh boy.
Yeah. The dream team, right?
Right.
Oh, it can't hit you. No, it can't hit you.
And I got 2 more of those, so I could do extra damage. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to hit. First roll is a 15.
Miss.
Okay. With advantage, the second roll of the first attack is a 25.
That hits.
Okay.
Are you a Great Webmaster or no?
I do not have that.
Oh, I thought
That
you
is
did.
Karkek.
Okay.
I
Okay.
plan to get that.
All right.
And that is 14 damage
14 damage.
and goading attack.
Okay. So roll the full damage.
Does an extra 2 on top of that, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
Makes it.
Okay.
How much damage is total?
16.
16.
Then I'm going to try to attack again.
16.
Does 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, well, I have advantage, so let's try one more time. That would be a 15. So I'll take the 18.
Sure.
And I think I'll. Damn it, just damage. Why not? I'll do one last goading attack. So that is 18 damage in total, plus a DC of 16 Wisdom saving throw.
That's 10 and 16, you said?
Yes.
It just passes it.
Okay.
You just go and you rush up there with your weapon, you bring it down hard as you can, just trying to get its attention, you're just hacking away at its head. Just, as its jaw kind of comes unhinged, you cut into it. You just go enter into its skull, and just like one of the eyes is really, Draisley is kind of lacking motion a little bit, just kind of moving
God
a
dang.
little bit. And then it goes into Hiri. This thing's kind of slowing down, it's moving, you notice it's more pieces just seem like be falling off of it.
Okay. So, same thing I did last time. I'm going to stealth again. Let's say 23. And then I'm going to attack with my bow. Oh, not 20. So that'd be 27.
Where'd you shoot that? How does it die?
Headshot.
It's on the ground. Can you shoot
can I?
it from?
It
You
would
have
be
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
So you had to roll again.
Oh.
Confirm the crit.
Confirm it.
Confirm it.
Confirm it.
You already rolled 2 dice, so. You would get just rolling. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
How you were you shooting at? I'm pretty sure you hit it.
You're gonna jinx
Was that
me.
was that the first die or was that the second die? What was was that the second die you rolled?
Yes.
What was the first die?
The first.
What
Well,
was-
the first one I stealthed.
Okay, so you stealth.
Okay,
so
what was your
roll
first? What was your first roll to hit?
20.
So okay,
So
so
then-
then
Okay,
that
so
would
then roll
be
second one. Okay.
because it would cancel it out, so she would have a nat 20. Because okay, so
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage,
so you get
and
through.
then,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So okay.
you get
so,
it, you get it.
You go and you take aim and you're just on top of the rock now, and between you see these 2 warriors just sitting battering this thing, and as you headshot you said so,
Yeah.
just take aim and you shoot in mid swing when they're shooting there. They see pretty much an arrow go through, and when its maw is open, it goes into the whole top part of its head just kind of explodes.
Now you're
It's a
uglier
smear.
than my mother.
And that counter is over.
And he sinks to the rock, just like, I can't believe I just lived through that.
And his
There's
muscle.
a terrible smell all around you, especially on you two as you were hacking away at this, and pieces are kind of spilling on you.
Ugh.
Belrothian, I have a job for you.
He knows where this is going.
Sora releases the rage and his face goes back to a static looking face. Just, that was fine fighting there.
Not fine, it was fun fighting.
Indeed.
How was that fun?
I was able to wet my blade. Let loose.
I love
Harry's like covering her mouth. She looks, I don't know how.
He's shouting from across the cavern.
Pretty
the
much on
spirits have
top.
granted us
She's on
great
top of the rock,
things.
just turning kind of
Aye.
green.
Not that spirit though. That thing was.
This was no spirit. Otherwise, it would have bested us. This was a bad spirit.
Indeed.
Okay.
And if spirits can be dead, certainly this one is.
All right. So as you see Shaw just going like kind of looking over it and just kicking away at some of the dead.
I want to roll history on what I might know, as
Shaw,
if I've gotten a closer look of what this undead is.
Shaw rolled. I think this was a famine spirit.
I'm gonna roll history on that then.
Okay.
Oh, that's very well.
That's a 15 plus 7. So 22, I think.
I got 20.
Okay. You guys both know that these spirits are just can be brought into the world when they just come in and kind of walk around. Sometimes they kind of absorb the feelings around during great times like famine or hunger. These the dead will sometimes come back as these famine spirits will kind of leech off and they'll just keep gorging themselves like a zombie.
Out of curiosity, I kind of Have I shown you what my sword looks like?
I think so.
It has kind of like a hook on the other end of it, and
Okay.
I
Yeah.
kind of tear through the gut just to, out of curiosity, see what it's swallowed.
A lot of rat pieces and just that smell just keeps coming out.
Oh.
You see Shaw just kind of stare at you, and any bits that might be on Shaw just kind of flick them off, and you see like the armor the suit that Shaw's wearing just kind of flickers and it's clean now.
That's it.
I go over to Balsa and I say,
She's crouched behind the rock and still trembling. She's got her like hands over her mouth.
I offer a hand.
She shakes her head at you. She doesn't want to.
Shaw
The fight is over.
motions
You
for
can
all of
rest
you.
easy now.
She's
Well,
having trouble dealing with the smell.
Shall we continue?
I'm gonna inspect this thing. Does it have like bones or anything like that?
A lot of large bones on it. Kind of quickly just fall apart. You see right before your eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna take its shin bone.
You grab the shin bone.
Yep.
You gotta reach in. You guys gotta reach through the fat flesh. Just
I cut it out. I don't reach.
You can just pull it out. Just flesh just falls out.
Tender.
Comes out
No.
pretty easily. You don't have to cut it out. You just reach in, just pull it out.
No, I mean I would cut it out so I wouldn't have to dirty
Oh.
myself further.
Okay, and you cut it into it. Just kind of have to hack it a couple more times to get to it, and you just kind of clear it off. The flesh came to just fall off.
Okay.
You pull out the shin bone. It kind of doesn't look really too remarkable. It's just like maybe a little enlarged human bone.
To him it is. It's a trophy.
Okay.
A future project. I shall craft this into a worthy trophy. He puts it in his bag of holding.
Okay.
And walks over to Belrothian. And he kind of does a T-pose.
He knows it was happening, so he
If
as
you
soon as he
would.
walks over, he does it.
Okay. So clean off. Then you go and you see Oakley's just getting cleaned off with their spell.
And I kind of look over my shoulder and I say, Sora, join me!
And as Sora gives you a look like, if it won't be any trouble.
It's rather this or possible disease. You decide.
Like I said, if it's any trouble.
After he's finished cleaning Okri, he'll clean Sora.
Thank you.
Alright. You all notice Shaw is just kind of standing over by the entrance. Waiting for you. You guys get ready.
Okay.
For like 9 minutes, there's just 2 fireballs still like spinning around Belro.
I would put those out before we get to where we're going.
Of course.
Are you everyone ready?
Elsa shakily stands up from behind the rock.
Nikiri offers her hand.
She doesn't take it. She
Are
shakes her
you
head
all
again.
right? Well, so-
Trying not to throw up.
Are you ready?
She nods.
Gob. See like 2 heads poke around the corner. Yes, yes. Lead the way. They kind of lead you guys further down. You kind of falling this part after you get into this little doorway. Seems you get a little nicer as it kind of looks like you see the rock kind of goes and looks like it's actually kind of just like treated or whatnot, almost kind of carved in. And it becomes really nice. Looks like the trail you guys are taking starts getting paved, and you start seeing torches kind of lighting the way.
How's the
And-
smell?
Actually, as you get further in, it smells really good. You just think you just get a scent of like mint. Coming from it.
Good choice.
And then there's just like a mint, and there's under as you go further in, you see get a whole bunch of almost overpowering smell of just all these good. It's meant to be like good smells, but they kind of like mix, and it's kind of like that overpowering smell.
Valkyrie is starting to get disgusted and takes out the shin bone and raises that above his nose.
Okay.
Ah.
You notice that as you guys go forward, Gav and Gob stop over at these there's 2 torches that are kind of standing, and as you kind of enter, you see it looks to be just a great wouldn't be like a building. You see looks to be like a kind of ring, but it looks like there's shelves. There's shelves and there's pillars, kind of. If you imagine kind of like the pillar buildings, like what, like a Roman. They have like the pillars and they have like the the roof, but there's a bunch of shelves in there. And you can see there's a bunch of books.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a light coming from there. There's a pill, looks like from this building, there's a pill that goes up, and there's floating actual bookshelves. They're just floating around this pillar. They go around, and Gavin Gob, we're good. We will stop here. All hail Marwyn. And they do like a signia, and they like make like a bird, and they kind of bow, and they kind of go back away. And Shaw looks to you. Right. We are to meet the Marwyn. Or Marwyn, however you wish. No sudden movements. Keep your weapon. Do not go for your weapons. Have your presence ready.
What if my present is a weapon?
Hold it ceremonially.
Very well.
Do not speak unless you are spoken to. I will address you. I will tell them of who you are and why you're here. One gift gets you one question. Do you understand? If you break these rules, I cannot promise your safety. You will most likely die.
Can I give my question to someone else?
No.
Can we discuss our questions now?
Do so quickly.
What do you wish me to ask them?
Where the next location the hostages are being moved to.
Okay.
So what are each of us going to ask? Just so we don't repeat.
I can ask for the location of the plots that were bought by the Minaran family.
I might be able to ask who is the next lord we can search after to trust. Or which lords we can trust that aligns themselves
Do you speak of the family?
Fosters. Yes.
There's so many lords when you say it that way. It can be confusing.
What about the rest of the Bararians?
Aye, them as well.
Why don't we keep the questions to within Freehaven?
Okay.
Well, there goes my question. Then what do you suppose?
Oh,
Do we need one question for which of the marks are the ones against Faustus, and then another question to find where they are?
can't we just ask Faustus? Which marks are loyal to him?
Do we have other questions to ask here?
If you have the family, you can always ask. You guys ask where these magic circles are, where the hostages are.
We've got hostages, and I'm going to ask about the plots which contain the circles.
And you can always ask about the families. Perhaps the Strago. Probably you'll have to deal with them eventually.
I'll ask that
Who's
question.
perhaps running them in town. I do have some information which you might perhaps learn more. Does everyone have a question?
I don't.
Can we save some questions for later? Or does that have to be done now?
You will need to do it now.
Question for you. Do you know if this Marwyn is loyal to Faustus?
As kind of looks over. Marwyn is loyal to themselves. And as far as Marwyn is concerned, Marwyn is the Lord of Freehaven. Best to call you Freehaven when directing the Marwyn is your city.
Then when addressing him, what about subjects, as you, well, the humans say?
You may say your subjects. The only one he say, rival Fosters, if you wish to say. Or, I wouldn't say friend, just say Fosters. Do you need it? What other questions are you seeking?
I do not know what I am asking, for I was away for most of these proceedings. I do not know most of these families that you ask of, or these...
Let me ask. Who was it? An admiral, I believe you are trying to find out. The name of an admiral. The one who was traitor.
Okay, that would be a good one. The names of the traitor admirals.
Traitor admirals, huh? Okay.
That still leaves 3 questions.
So if we're asking about the traitor,
The location of the magic circles.
then
The slave, where the hostages is,
what about
Where the hostages will be moved to.
will be moved to.
Perhaps you can ask what the officers or military might of the Strago family. Maybe ask questions about the families who've shown their treasonous nature towards Faustus.
A thought just occurred to me. If I'm supposed to ask of admirals plural, will I only get one name, or will that not be it?
There's only one traitor.
There's only one traitor.
There's only one.
Perhaps you can ask why, as I said, further questions on the families and why they would turn traitor.
I have it. What is the most suitable plan to bring Lord Faustus into kingship?
That's a good question.
That seems a bit vague. I don't know if you'll get an answer.
So they have to be pretty specific then?
Probably specific and, as I said, more over Freehaven.
What
As
if-
this Marwins knows a great deal of the happenings.
Then in that case, what exactly should I ask?
I think the name of the traitor admiral is still a good one.
The name of the traitor.
We still have 3 questions.
what if I asked how to retake the underground? The black markets.
I'll
Would
ask
that
that.
be
You have your question set.
I have a question set?
The Dragonborn with the hostages. Sersha with the Admiral. Ibolsa with the circles. And you, I believe it was... I'm forgetting. It was something.
Was it the marks?
Yes, it was the Marks. Who were not loyal.
Who are not which marks are not loyal? Wouldn't Shaw know that? She turns to Shaw.
I know they discuss. I have not seen them of yet. I've been busy elsewhere. It could save time to find out now.
Underground might be vague. Should I
Under-
say
Underworld.
Even that might be vague.
You could say the guilds. Or just how would you defeat the marks or gain them? However you word it.
I will state it as Underworld then. Retake the Underworld. That is my first question.
And he pulls out looks to be a plaster ball with a wick on it,
Okay.
and it's a bomb.
Criminal underworld.
That's good.
Freehaven.
So he's gonna go over to the side of the wall, take off his shield from his back and his sword, and place it against there, and walk away from it, and then go find a spot open and have the giant stick and the bomb,
Alright.
and he's going to kneel down. I have one more question.
I'm afraid we probably will, if we wait a longer, they're going to get paranoid.
Very well.
We haven't mentioned. Get your questions. If you have not got them, think of one that would suit. Go last and think of one that would suit.
Remember, Sora,
Yeah.
it's where they're
Yeah,
moving the
but
hostages to, not the current location, okay?
I won't fail you.
Okay.
I don't know how to word a question about the families.
Okay. You can ask for others. Why are they traitor?
I guess.
Alright. Hands to your sides, or hold your gifts, even better. Hold them in front of you, and when you enter, kneel. Do as I do. Motion you guys in a line. You guys follow. Marwin you see Marwin kind of reach into one of the bag. So you guys have the bag of holding and pull out a large sack of it looks like a bunch of paperwork. Just pulls another one, pulls out another one. Has 2 large sacks of his paperwork. You see kind of in bundles and just in like bags. Just walks up. Oh, mighty Marwin, the great Lord of Freehaven, who sees all and knows all. I come with your no more tithe of the week of information. Kind of places it down and does a bow. And I bring visitors who come bearing gifts. You guys, and you see Shaw kneel down as an bowing, kind of looking forward on one knee.
Yes.
Sora does a nightly bow.
From above, you see a figure come down. It looks like it's a great red cloak. And from this red cloak, you see a great one, like a powdered wig, coming down. And it's really great powdered wig. It goes on the sides and the back. It kind of floats down from where these floating bookshelves were. It floats down. You get a smell of even more perfume as it floats down. Something looks weird on the wig. It looks like there's bumps. And before it turns around, you see some of the bumps move and look like eyes appear. They're looking at you. Come over, and the figure turns around and you see a ball with a great big mouth and eyes on stalks and a great big eye in the center. And not only you see that, you see above the mouth, there seems to be a mustache. And there's several, from what you're looking, several look like moles on it. And there is, what you can tell is there's makeup. The cheeks are very, look like where the cheeks would be, there's very rosy red and it looks like kind of paler face. And you see these fans floating around it and kind of just fanning it. It just rocks down and just looks at it, and you see it looks like a giant monocle on it. It's, who are you? And it's fanning itself. Sir, my humble servant, who have you brought to me? Almighty Marwin, these are guests who seek your wisdom. Of course they do. State your name and present your gifts to me.
Not a game. God dang it, Carson.
You know I'm gonna draw this later.
Please.
So you see the great wig, the several eyes are poking out, and inside this wig, even the rolls are, there's actually a couple eyes in there.
Oh my god.
I want to roll history on what the heck this thing is.
Oh, okay.
I know that Eve also would have no idea, so I'm not gonna bother.
I'll roll history. 18.
Let me figure out what else to roll.
11.
11.
I'm just like just like
14.
You're taken kind of back on you're just like, what is it? You think they look like they're kind of trying to be old aristocrat. Where you've heard of humans who dress like this, but through the makeup, it's kind of hard to make out this creature just
Is one eye and
back.
what, jagged teeth?
One eye, it's got the sharp teeth, but it seems to have like a lipstick all around its lips. So it kind of just looks like it's trying to beautify itself using human means.
I can't wait for the drawing.
And you see this, and you've heard of creatures such as this. They seek knowledge, and they're called beholders. But they seek knowledge and be explained on the books, but you're just taking a gasp, like just aback by the image of it. How it looks. You would know there's a beholder, and you do know beholders are known for knowing hordes of knowledge and know a whole bunch of different items, and sometimes they stockpile not only knowledge, just books, but also magical items. You just see this, and you would also know that they're very dangerous, as well as very smart. And then, see here. You, golden dragon, step forth.
I step.
Present your gift to me.
I
Just fans itself.
I step forth with the golden robes of elven silk, and I do a knightly bow.
You see, before it kind of approaches to Shaw. You see, one of the eyes just stands out and it has a ring around it. And Shaw kisses the ring and kind of walks to the back of the line. Kind of approaches you in the same.
Knowing nobility, I have to.
Okay.
I kiss the ring.
You reach out and kiss it. The eyes just looking, staring at you. You kind of get close and you kiss it. And he just pulls like, "What did you bring me?"
I brought fine elvish gold silk for you.
You kind of see one of the eyes just like look at it, kind of floats out of your grasp, and kind of goes against it, kind of rubs it against its face. A fine quality. And it comes off. You see some of you see the makeup is kind of smeared onto the dress, and it kind of licks it, kind of. You look great on me. What do you think? Sure. Beautiful.
Out of character, worth every 10 gold.
And just like you see like a float off into one of the other shelves is, "Oh, thank you. And what is your question?" You see kind of more from behind it, paperwork's kind of floating around.
I was wondering where the hostages were going to be moved to.
Hostages? Whose hostages? Who are the hostages?
I can't say anything out loud.
You see Shaw stand up. "Ah, my lord Marwyn, forgive, they are nowhere near being as enlightened as you. They are speaking of the hostages of the Menard family, being held by the Strago family." "Oh, of course." Kind of goes to a desk, kind of goes to a floating desk, and so you look towards some of these paperwork kind of super fast, like floating. "They'll be held by one of the property of the Durberg family." Okay. You may go to the back. Kind of back of the line.
Okay.
Shaw's motion for you. You dragon girl, step forth.
Elsa gets up. She raises the sitar above her head and bows.
"And what did you bring me?"
I brought you a sitar, a foreign musical instrument.
Kind of looks at his eye and kind of floats up. "Another instrument." He kind of holds it towards it and kind of here where you'd go like below a head and puts some of the fans together, just like ring, 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 kind of playing it, just goes back and down, back and forth. "Beautiful note."
Quite.
Sends it back. Wes just sends it to one of the things over to a pile. You see a whole bunch of other instruments over there, kind of. Just send it. "And what is your question?"
What are the locations of the Minaran properties that house the teleportation circles?
Kind of goes and flies back to the desk. There's a whole bunch of paperwork just kind of flying, kind of going through. And here it is. If you look for the recent property about a year ago, it will reveal. Follow the money and the paper trails. It just kind of makes a stack and just it kind of throws at you.
I pick it up.
Okay.
I bow.
And send his eye goes toward you with the ring.
I kiss the ring.
The eye just stares at you. To the back.
Yeah.
The fans pick back up and just kind of fan eye. And you, elf.
Belro has the book out.
A book.
I bring you knowledge upon magic. And
Okay, goes and you see the book just flip over. Of course, I have a copy of this, but I love it. He kind of goes into the book, puts its eye out,
he kisses it.
blinks while he kisses this. What is your question?
Why have the families allied with the Monaran against Lord Foster?
Which ones?
I believe it was the Nashir family, the Novostov,
The Nevestoff
and was
The
the
Durberg.
Durbergs
and the Strago.
and the Stragos, yeah.
The Durberg live money. The Nevestoff, which love family. And the Strago love power. To the back. New blue one. Stiffooth. Just fanning itself.
We're both blue.
I'm
The blue one.
the blue one. You're darker.
Oh.
Anyway, I step forward with my small meteorite.
What's that? Just fans.
I was told it's a small meteorite that fell from the space.
He just kind of floats up. Makes noise. Hits into like a sand area box. Thank you. Its eye comes like it's closer to the ring.
Kiss it quickly. Just,
What is your question?
what is the name of the traitor admiral?
There's a traitor. That would be. Let me pull it up. This goes and looks. You see, Sphere goes and looks through more of the paper. Lionel Gunstrud,
Lionel?
who gives gifts to the Lady of the Neverstoof.
Of the Nev.
Novostov.
Nev.
You may go to the back. You dwarf. Step forth.
So I step forth. In my left hand, there is the gigantic walking stick made out of the bone of the storm giant. And in my right hand, nestled on top of a piece of paper that looks like blueprint paper, is my prototype bomb.
They both kind of float up. You see it kind of brings the staff towards it and it kind of twirls it. Who's greater now, giants? Just swings it around and kind of goes up to one of the shelves and looks at the. What's that? He looks at the bomb.
It is by an inspiration of dwarven and gnomish cultivation. It is a destructible object that explodes with fascination.
Kind of floats up, and as you see it floats up, you see its eyes just it kind of gets angry as it looks at it. You see one of the eyes just, so just evaporates in like dust. Don't you dare bring the tools of my entrappers? Do you mean me harm? It kind of flows in, just like staring at you.
Okri has a quick idea after remembering that Shah kind of was a kiss ass, so he thought maybe it's a good time to do that. And did he like just destroy the bomb or the blueprint?
He just destroyed it. He picked up the bomb and disintegrated it.
Okay. And he says, "It is something of high value to myself. I do not know such values of grandeur towards someone who is an undirty dwarf. Someone who is not only able to be higher than myself."
Yes, grovel peasant. What is your question?
Should you grant this dirty dwarf, I would wish to know how I may topple the criminal world in Freehaven.
Conquer the mercs. Control from within. It puts some eye out the ring on it.
And then I continue by Sheree. I thank you for allowing this dirty dwarf to kiss your lordship. And I kind of just like half squint. It's like, and just like,
because you see when you kiss it, kind of backs away. Ooh, the beard pricks. As an eye closed, you did. To the beck, dirty dwarf.
Okri takes self-satisfaction that his beard pricked something.
And you, all eyes are on you. Daveling, walk forward.
She approaches, kneels, and hands the tea up as she bows.
What did you bring me?
I brought an exotic black tea that I thought you might enjoy. It's from the jungles.
Kind of peers up and just goes in his mouth. Starts eating it. Kind of just spears. Delish. And what is your question?
Which marks are unloyal to Lord Phosphus?
The marks. That would be the birth mark and the trade mark.
Really quick, out of game. It's hard to understand your.
I know.
So,
Sorry.
okay, for my question, did you say merc, like mercenary, or marks?
Marks. The marks.
Marks with it. Okay. Thank you, Captain Obvious. That's out of game.
I love the gifts. Now I must go bask in my glory and read this new tithe of info from Shaw. Shaw's. It is my pleasure, my liege. Thank you for the information. We are ever so blessed with your enlightenment.
I'm gonna roll insight on that. It's a 9 plus.
At this point, you're just thinking the judge say, "What? Just get that."
Okay.
And just kind of ushering you, we will take your leave as we know our leave as your precious is invaluable. Of course, it kind of floats back up and kind of floats back up the new. You see the new bundles of info just go up. As commoners, visit again if you have more gifts. It kind of floats up. And you guys leave. We are going to end the episode right there. Thank you for watching this episode of Swordfeed Adventures, and if you come back and watch the next episode. Thank you, and have a good day.
So, did you guys like mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for the ring.
Looks